it's a tough market. Guys, today we're talking about how to leverage co-marketing. A lot of times as real estate agents, we get busy on the day-to-day. How do we get clients? I know we're doing a lot of digital prospecting marketing, where a lot of it's online, but we still have to kind of go back to the basics. The ads that you're putting out, the flyers you're putting out, the activities that you're doing, leverage other businesses in the industry to stretch that dollar out, especially since there's not that many transactions. If you partner up with a lender like Priscilla, Carlos, I work with other lenders as well. We're bringing great information to you guys. Take those $20 you're going to invest, take the $20 that they have to invest, put $40 into it, hit an area with that content a lot heavier. Plus, it's going to add credibility. It's not just the Roberto Martinez show coming in to try to sell your home. I have Roberto and Priscilla, Roberto and Carlos, Roberto and Teresa. We're bringing you a little bit more value other than, hey, I can sell your home. So we'll have Carlos, if you want to talk about what we've done in the past, and then I know Priscilla's got a little slideshow that she wants to share with us, and I'll share some stuff as well. But I've been working with Carlos. He's with Bank of the West. I've been working with him. I've known him for many years, but I've been working with him on and off, and we've done some stuff, and I'm going to have him share with you guys what it is and how we've done it. And it does generate a little bit more business for both of us. And it puts clients in a position where they can ask more questions other than what's the interest rate. So Carlos, go ahead, share with us a little bit of what we've done and how they can do it themselves, and we can talk them through it.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Just like anything, Roberto, any marketing that you do, whether it be digital or whether it be on a live basis, all you're looking to do is get exposure, right? And like what Roberto was saying, one of the things that Bank of the West allows me to do is that I cover a few branches. And one of the things that I guess I'll start off on the realtor side. One of the things that realtors have to offer lenders that they want to partner up with is, hey, let me invite you to the open houses so you can talk to a couple of the people that walk in, exposure that way. And what we at the banks can offer in turn to realtors is like what Roberto was talking about. Basically doing mortgage day at our branches. Roberto and I partnered up at a branch over there in the Modesto, in the Houston area, and which basically it was very simple. He brought in a couple of TVs where he was able to promote.
Can you hear me?
Listings that he had.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, Angelica.
No? Yes, I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry, I got a call. Y se me entró la llamada.
Oh, you're good. I got you. Go ahead, Carlos. You're good. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. So Roberto was able to come in and he was able to just kind of prospect on the clients that were coming into the branch, whether it be provide his business card or provide his contact information. And in turn, the bank, well, obviously I was there as a lender. I mean, he was at our branch. So we were there just talking to the clients, prospecting to the clients that were there, our banking clients. That's one thing that we are able to do from a bank standpoint, back to the realtor. So does it create immediate business? As you guys probably know, perhaps it doesn't, but it creates relationships. It creates contacts and it creates prospects for you to go back and do your due diligence and make some phone calls on. So when Roberto asked me about coming on this call and sharing the benefits of co-branding and co-marketing, I mean, I would support it. I know it's 1000%, because I mean, like Roberto was saying, you're $20 plus the other guy's $20 and you invested in some type of marketing. Well, this way, when you co-market, both of the individuals get exposure and potential prospects and eventually hopefully lead to some clients. So yeah, that's what Roberto and I were able to do. And we're planning on doing some more here in the near future. Now, things have cleared up a little bit on our side. So Roberto and his team and myself are going to be able to do some more mortgage days at the branches. So thank you, Roberto, for partnering up with me and doing those types of events.
Yeah, of course. So as agents, people want to see what kind of home is available, what it is that they can look at, right? And that's one of the things that when you partner up with a bank. So for example, yesterday I went to Bank of America and I got the business card to their lender, their in-house lender. I was talking to one of the reps there and they're like, yes, we do this periodically and the lender can choose whichever agent comes to the floor and just basically interacts with the clients. I've done this at Bank of America. I've done it with Carlos. There's a gentleman from a credit union also interested in doing that. So leverage that type of relationship with your banks, credit unions, and you'd be surprised how welcoming they're going to be, because it doesn't only help you, it helps their consumer, their client, trigger that, you know what, I can buy a house and I can get a mortgage here. And for us agents, it doesn't matter where they get the mortgage, as long as we can get things going, right? Get a contract, we're good to go. So do that, leverage that relationship with your banks, credit unions and stuff, and you will be able to get into at least one of those. There's different banks and they're all willing to do that. F&M Bank, I mean, there's so many of them, Wells Fargo's, and they all have that want that to reach out to their clients to get them into contract. They all have mortgage loans. So Carlos, good.
Sorry. And you guys might want to just go into the bank that don't, not necessarily Bank of America or Bank of the West. You might just, whatever bank you work with, right? Go in, they see you on a regular basis, likely, right? For whatever banking you do, just like Roberto said, just ask them and see. I'm sure the lender's going to want to partner up with you. I'm sure the lender's going to say, yes, let's go ahead and do some type of co-marketing and leverage that as much as possible.
Yep, definitely. So now, like I said, you guys do it. Just go out there, talk to whichever bank is available. They want that foot traffic. They want their clients to have, especially since if there's a line of 6, 7, 8, 10 people waiting to be serviced, they're willing to talk to you. Trust me, do it. Priscilla, I already opened up to her. If you want to share the screen and show us what you got and how you do what you do with your agents. You're on mute, sorry. Still on mute.
There it goes.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so is there any way you can pull them up for me, the ones that I sent you this morning?
You emailed them?
Yeah, I emailed them to you.
Give me a minute. Let me open up on my other screen and let me see if I can pull them up real quick. Priscilla and the latest ones. Let me see how this will work. I see that. I already got them here. I'm opening up, guys, so we can show you. Okay, let me share the screen here so you guys can see what we have.
Okay, so these I selected some of the flyers that are doing well for us, and so this one is just like a pathway on how the road to home ownership. And on the bottom, you see how I co-branded the account, the flyer with Roberto and myself on there. So it just walks the borrower or the buyer through the process of the home buying, process. So you see here that they first get approved, then they speak to their agent and they start searching. And then, you know, when you go into contract and you make the offer and how it closes and everything. And of course, sometimes it doesn't go this way. Sometimes they start looking at homes and then they get pre-approved, but whichever way, it kind of gives them a roadmap on what's done. Another great thing that we do here at Loan Depot, we're completely digital. So that makes the process a lot faster and mainstream. So this is a flyer that you as well can give out in the beginning of the process and kind of walk them through on what's needed and how to apply now. Everything's digital and it makes the process really fast. So you can close in 10 to 12 days if you need to. So you could put in a 14-day close of escrow or 12-day of escrow to make your offer a little more competitive, which is something that we can do here. And everything, of course, is, we can co-brand in any flyer. We have over 3,000 flyers that you can use. And once you sign up with me, you have access to all the flyers, and you could create them yourself. So like, let's say at night, you figure out, oh, I'm gonna go to the flea market tomorrow in the morning. I want to hand out flyers. You can just create them yourself and print them out yourself and get it done. The next one.
So Priscilla, these are flyers that they can print and they can use digitally and all that good stuff?
Yeah. So so it walks them through the digital process of applying online, and it walks them through exactly on what you need to do. So this one is the loans. What's wonderful about this is in this market, there are homes that maybe they need a 3-bedroom house, but the house has a lot big enough or potential of building a 3rd bedroom with an FHA 203K loan, or conventional. You can do this. Loan Depot is one of the few lenders that still does this, and we do it well. So this is a really great flyer. This is another way to kind of think out of the box, because right now in this market, you need to think out of the box. So if there's a home or the kitchen's not exactly what they want, but they like the house, they like the area, you can go ahead and do the 203K and make that kitchen the way they want it to be.
What's the difference between a 203K and a limited, standard and limited?
The standard and limited, one is just a particular, it's just, the 203K is a standard, like you just go in there, make some changes, that's it. Simple, can be done quickly. And the limited is there's certain things that we
lost her, or I did. I can't hear her.
I can't hear anything. Priscilla, can you guys all hear me? I don't know if it was mine or.
I can hear you. I can't hear Priscilla.
Let me call
Yeah,
her.
it looks like she lost her audio because it doesn't show that she's muted.
And I don't think she can hear us because she's still talking.
No, let's see what we can do here. Priscilla, can you hear me? We can't hear you for some reason.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you
You can hear me
now.
now? Okay.
So we lost for about 20-30 seconds there.
Let's see here.
When
So
you
you said
started
that
talking about the limited.
Yeah, difference between the regular and limited. Well, where she figures that out, Priscilla, let's see if we can get that taken care of. I'm going to share, there's other options. Lenders have great flyers and resources for us to use, right? And if you guys want to get creative with some other stuff, here's something I've done with AmeriFirst. I mean, with Veronica, I worked with Veronica for a while. I have somebody that helps me with my marketing. And this is one of the pieces we put together with her. And this is something else. This is a bifold, basically fold it in half and pass it out, in different neighborhoods, different events. It has the difference, just a lot of, you can do so much stuff when it comes to co-marketing with lenders, right? Because there's a bunch of different programs. There's buying versus selling. You can add, different price ranges in different areas. I mean, with a lender, you're flexible to almost any theme, any topic in real estate that you can possibly think of. Because if they call you or call them, the lender is able to take on that conversation and spin it over into you. Transfer the client over, answer the question a little bit and kind of keep them engaged and say, okay, yeah, this is the person you need to talk to, or we can get you started in the process. Great, let me get a hold of your agent, and we'll get a hold of you and get things going. So the lenders are one of the easier ways to do the co-marketing. Priscilla, are you able to hear us still, or can you want to finish up? I don't want to cut you off. We just couldn't hear anything. Priscilla, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me.
She put on the chat
Okay.
box that she doesn't know what was happening. So
All right. Entonces, here's something else to keep in mind, guys. We're talking about, you know, how Carlos and he does the, you know, his mortgage days at the bank, right? Which is amazing. Great opportunity. With the lenders, you can co-brand or co-market with flyers and all that. Festivals, fairs right now, summertime. Fairs and festivals are the thing, right? The Cherry Blossom Pass, the Oakdale Chocolate Festival, Riverbanks got the Wine Festival, the Sparrows Festival, Apricot that also just passed. So there's all these festivals. Instead of us agents going there and being there all day, bring in that lender, bring in your title person. You bring whoever you can to kind of share the space, and you know, between you and 2 or 3 other professionals, you can really harvest that much more. The event that we had here at my office last week, I had 3, 4, 5 solid leads from just working like 2 blocks from each side of my office. So it works. Now, what I wanted to say is, besides the lenders, leverage your insurance companies. Like Teresa, she's with an insurance company. We're gonna put some flyers together where my $5, her $5 is gonna go further together than if I put $5 on the left and she puts 5 on the right. They're gonna see both of us together, and it adds more to it. You know, if she's a good looking person, I'm a good looking person, they're gonna be like, wow, let me talk to these people, see what they got going on, right? Or we've been doing this over, be consistent about it as well. You have 2 people on there, it actually, it helps offset whether one person is leaning towards a male or a female. That's something to keep in mind as well. Or if you have a couple, you get 2 for 1. You can do an insurance company. If you know somebody that has a car sales agency, a tree trimming agency, a restaurant that wants to you know, it's starting up or wants to do some sort of a special, put a flyer together, do a special, you know, Friday evening, $5 whatever, you know, a little appetizer for free when you buy something. If there's a tire shop that just started up, or your husband, your wife has a business, bring them together, do the co-marketing, and I guarantee you that dollar is going to go that much further. Let me stop this sharing stuff here. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. That one and this one. Yeah, not sure if you guys have any questions or anything to throw in here, but you know, if you co-market, Priscilla, I'm sorry that we got you cut off. I see you're still here. I don't know if we dropped you. Can you hear us? No, I'm gonna call her. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, any comments at this point, guys, this is for us to all kind of go in here and throw stuff around, man. Make this everybody get some information. Carlos, anything you want to add to it while we're here? You're on mute. I mean, he Priscilla, you can't hear us anywhere. Veronica, you made it on the call. How are you? Everybody's on mute, so it gets kind of weird. No te oímos, Veronica. Is it me, or is everybody?
I think Carlos unmuted himself. He's good.
I took it off. Hey guys, yeah, no, I just wanted to share. I mean, I'm open to co-branding. I'm open to co-marketing. Anybody that wants to invite me, or I can invite you, I'm available. So that's I believe in the power of, like Roberto was talking about, co-branding, getting a male and a female out there. That way, if the client wants to leans towards male or female, that way they feel more comfortable with one or the other. You know, so I'm here. I'm available if you guys want to co-market or co-brand, or just reach out and give me any information. Thank you, Roberto.
Claro que sí. Carlos, Verónica, you want to add to how we've done our co-marketing a little bit? You're on mute, Veronica. You can't unmute it? Let me see. I'm going to ask her to unmute it. Can I unmute you?
How are you doing today? Yes,
Oh, you're back now.
Well, just a little bit of the mortgage update. I kind of missed some of the beginning, but you know, rates kind of getting a little better, which is a positive thing. Most of the investors are coming out with new products. One of the most everybody's talking about right now is the conventional 1% down. So I don't know if you guys heard about that one. It's very, very popular right now. People are trying to buy, you know, with the down payment assistance program. Sometimes the interests are too high, or there's so many limits on the DTIs and limit you buyer to buy anything like that. So that's a new product that we've been selling a lot. So conventional 1% down is for first-time buyers is a really, really good product. So the market is still really moving. You know, a lot of people are saying this is slow, but our phones are really, really busy. In the last 2 weeks, we've been getting a lot of calls. A lot of people are getting back in the market. I don't know, because the kids are out of school and it's typical for this area, but everybody's back there looking at shopping again. And I think that's a really positive thing.
It is, Veronica, it really is. We're talking about the co-marketing, how we're doing our material together.
Yes, we can co-market with everything. We can buy leads together. You know, with the CFPB, we have to be regulated. So everything has to be shared 50-50 costs. So we can even buy leads together. We can do co-marketing together. Everything that we do is to be compliant with the CFPB. Everything has to be shared 50-50. But not only like co-market flyers or marketing campaigns, but also the lead generation. I know a lot of people are buying silo leads, and there's so many leads out there right now. When you guys partner up with a lender, if we can do 50-50 costs with any of those, just to stay compliant, and then we can work together and work in those leads and get into the closing table.
Yeah, you can buy, or not buy, but if you buy into like the Zillow programs, the realtor.com programs where they sell you leads, there is an option to partner up with somebody else. Like I said earlier, usually the lenders are the ones that want to jump in with you, because they're the ones who are going to share that profit. If you have a Zillow account, you're not going to bring in a restaurant or a flower shop or anything like that, because they don't benefit from a real estate transaction. So that's where your lenders come into play. But yeah, there's different ways where you can do your co-marketing. There's a lot of different areas where you can really leverage this activity. Go out and do it. My office sits inside a building where there's a CPA. She does taxes, and we're actually making, we have a client that we're making offers on a $580,000 property from you know, the client coming in to do their taxes. And I go there and I talk to them, hey, are you guys interested in buying a house or selling a home? Like, yeah, we make enough money. And now it's the mom buying a house, mom and dad, and one of the kids are also buying another house. So look for those relationships with your tax people. Like I said, restaurants, it's across the board, a tire shop, it doesn't matter, even if it's just like an exotic pet shop, or any place where you can go take your business card and ask them, hey, would you guys want to do some co-marketing? Do you guys already do marketing? And especially if you get something in the mail from a business, you know, they're paying to get that piece to your door. Knock on their door. Hey, you're already spending money. Let's cut that bill in half and add my information to it.
Yeah,
So look for that stuff, guys.
When you mentioned CPA, remember, most of the area got delayed on their taxes because of the flood. So the CPAs are still really, really busy because people still have not filed taxes. So calling the CPA right now is the perfect time, because they're still, all these people are still waiting for the last minute to do their taxes. They're still going to be busy for the next 60 days. So it's a good time to reach out to all the CPAs right now, because of the area, we got the extension of filing taxes, you know, later than April. So if you guys know any CPA, they're really busy right now, give them a call.
Yeah, and if you guys need ideas of what content or material you can send to your CPA to kind of give you a way in, let me know. We put a piece together for your CPAs. This is a beautiful piece. So for example, a lot of times the CPA is going to ask, Roberto, if my client makes $65,000 a year, can they afford this price home? Or they make 85,000 a year, can they afford this price home? So we made a little flyer, and I'm trying to find it. I don't know if I'm able to find it right now, but we made a flyer that breaks it down. If you make 60,000, this is a size price home you can purchase. If you make 100,000, this is a price home that you can afford to purchase. And that's something of value you're taking to the CPA. They'll have that on their desk to look at every single day. And if a client walks in, oh, look, Leo brought me this flyer, and I'm going to hand it to you. This is what you can afford. Take off with it. And you're going to be a hero, because they're going to be calling somebody, unless they already have that right off the top of their head, which a lot of times they don't, because rates change and all that. So with today's current market, you can update that flyer every once in a while as well. That way you're going to be the expert they're going to reach out to when it's time to, get their clients in the contract. Don't worry if they already have an agent that they're somewhat working with, because if you bring that information of value to them for their clients, they're going to appreciate that. People want to I think I just found it. 50. Yeah, let me share the screen so I can show you guys. This will be the last thing before we get you guys going, but let me show you what the piece looks like. Can you guys see that? So on this side, if you're making 50,000, you can afford 230,000. 55, it goes to 254, 60, 278, 70, 326, 80,000, 374, and it's an estimate. If you guys want something like this, let me know. I can send you a copy, or if you want me to make it for you, it might be a small charge. I have the guy that helps me charge you a few bucks and create this, and take this to your tax professional. But this is something that you want to send to your tax person, so they have an idea of how much their client is able to purchase. All right. Anything else you guys want to add to it? It's good information. We have to implement it though. It's not going to do anything unless we implement it. Get together with one of those companies in the area, talk to your lender, start doing something, go to a bank, get permission. And, like Carlos was saying, if you go into the bank, don't expect to come out there with a contract or a buyer ready to go into a home. We're basically planting the seed. We get paid. I was listening to a conversation with the trainer a few weeks ago. He says we get paid to have conversations, to talk. The more you talk to people, the more business you're going to have, guaranteed. That's why they say it's a numbers game. If you talk to 100 people, you're going to have the opportunity to work with between 2 and 5 of those 100 people that you talk to.
Roberto,
Yeah, Duan.
do you mind if I just mention a couple things?
Absolutely.
I love this, by the way, and a lot of the things you're talking about obviously are true, and people should be doing them. I do work with a lot of agents and a lot of newer agents, and one of the first things I always tell them is to meet with lenders. Sit down, call them up. They want to work with you just as much as you want to work with them, because we're all looking for business and relationships. And reciprocal relationships. And so I tell them meet with at least 3 loan officers from different, a bank lender, an ITIN lender, a reverse mortgage lender. Not every loan officer does, or loan company can do the same types of loans or the same overlays. And also you have personalities, you have language barriers, you have different things that you're looking for your buyers and your sellers. So it's good to have relationships with several different loan officers, understand their programs, meet with them regularly, what's happening, what's new, every year the loan limits adjust. There's so many things coming out continuously. So I think, you know, building those relationships and having those one-on-one conversations, you're going to have reasons to refer business back and forth, and you're going to understand more about what you can offer your clients and how it works. And then the joint marketing is just icing on the cake. When you're hosting open houses, you have a valid reason to be in those neighborhoods. Go door knocking together. You can bounce off each other. Nobody's going to get stale talking, because when you get stuck, the lender's going to pop in. If they have a loan question, you don't have to be the expert. When they have a real estate question, the realtor can speak. So those things all play into each other. And then, like Roberto is saying, cross-market collaboration with different vendors, different resources. So again, meeting with those people, talking to them about their business and how they can be a part of yours, not just in co-marketing, but just in you as an agent and as a lender, you want to be the real estate resource for your clients. So when they're doing remodeling or anything, painting their house, landscaping, whatever, if you have resources in that area, then your client, your landscaper that is you're friends with happens to go to some random house, you don't even know these people, work for them, or they're remodeling, they're going to come to you and say, hey, they're remodeling their yard or they're restoring their front yard, but they're getting ready to sell. I told them that you're a great agent, and vice versa. So you continue to build those reciprocal relationships. So anyway, thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you, Duana. I think it's great information, you guys. If you don't implement it, it's not going to do much. So go out there and do it. It takes steps, like little steps, one step at a time. Find a lender, create one piece, put it out there, be consistent about it. Don't expect it to come back the same day with contracts or people saying, oh my God, you're my hero. I can't believe you weren't here, earlier or whatever. But we all have what it takes. You see, I was looking into the this award that agents got, and there's a team that's selling 2,600 homes a year. I've seen teams sell thousands of homes, 6,000-7,000 homes in a team. Single agents can sell 200-400 homes with the right support staff and stuff like that in place. So this is something to add to your guys' value. Do it. I'm going to play a little video as we sign off today, guys. And I go through this stuff and I try to find it, something that has some sort of meaning. And we all go through stuff, right? And live, well, let me show you the video real quick. And you guys tell me what you think.
You can't drive your car looking in the rearview mirror. You can't. If you keep looking in the rearview mirror, you're going to keep crashing your car. There's a reason why the rearview mirror is this big and the windshield is this big. That's a reason for it. Because all the rearview mirror does is allows you to see what you pass and to prevent what you pass from coming up on you again. That's all the rearview mirror is for. The windshield is your future. It's where you're going. It's where you're headed.
I heard the video and I thought, you know what? Sometimes we all live in the past and all this stuff kind of gets in the way. But in real estate, we have those transactions that knock us on our butt. And we're like, you know what? I'm done. This isn't for me. But the future is bright. There is so much business. If I show you guys how many listings are taken every day, how many contracts we have every day, how many closings we have every day, how many expires are happening every day, you'd be like, I want some of that. But sometimes we focus on the little things that affect us the most and not whatever is in front of us that's happening day to day. So guys, go out there, go get it. I know you have what it takes, and we'll see you guys again next week. Glad to have you guys here. Nos estamos viendo. Take care.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Roberto.
Together.
Thank you, Robert.
Got it. Thank you, Priscilla.